Champion, we here. Fresh off. URL. Night of main events. Hey! Y'all just seen what I dropped? Come on, man. Reed Dollars versus T-Rex face off. We working! Heavy!
Talk about it.
But shout out to everybody in Houston that showed love. Packed building, sold out. The venue hold 1,300, but it was 1,500 people in that. I don't care what they tell. I don't care what 1,500 people. I shook 1,000,000 hands, took pictures 1,000,000 times. I love each and every one of you. URL, Ultimate Rap League. I see you on stage, smack announcing you're gonna be there. You're gonna be here. You're gonna be there. You're gonna be over there. Y'all gotta announce that y'all going back to Houston. How much love they show? Better go back to Houston. They have to go back to Houston. You know what I mean? They came out in numbers. Showed love in numbers. And the crowd. URL advertised toughest environment, right? Boo as you like. Cheer when you want to. They wasn't letting nobody slide. Oh my goodness. You say some whack stuff? Boo! It felt like SM2. Because they kind of, you know, they was heavy on the booing stuff. It felt like SM2. I love it. It brought me back to that feel. I forgot Tech 9. How you feel, Tech?
I was enjoying your spiel.
Okay. I can go on for days, you know that?
I was really enjoying it.
I can go on for days. I don't want to, you know.
This event was incredible.
Okay.
From start to finish. Always starting from the face-offs the day before.
Oh, yeah.
The energy there was fire. The Sue Surf and Rum Nitty face-off. Dope. All the even Shotgun Suge and the
twerk.
I've never seen Twerk really talk as much as he did. Twerk is normally laid back. He don't want to say nothing. That man was barking.
Paul Masson sipper, the dishwalker, the sugar shop shaker. Oh, whatever you say. The Toolie gripper, the bigger non-carrier.
Salute to the barcode that had an event
home
the day before N.O.M.E, and I went in there, and it was so much love. And the women in Houston, I want to talk to the women in Houston.
Go ahead, sir.
So beautiful. I mean, when I walked in, first of all, it was nothing but open arms. Love, welcome to the city, gang. We're happy you here.
They took care of us.
Oh, yes,
they took care of us. I love y'all. They took care of us. The people. Now, I'm not talking about URL. I'm talking about the people.
Yes, they did.
The people took care of us. Drinks, everything. Go ahead, my bad.
About 6 or 7 beautiful women as soon as you walk in. I don't know. I tell you, what do you all you beautiful women? You all went to school together? They said, one of the girls said, "Tech, stop playing around for you get in trouble."
Oh!
Yes, baby. I know Beyonce is from Houston. I didn't know everybody looked like Beyonce in Houston. Sheesh. The women is beautiful. Lame, and they dress with class. Wasn't no hoochie mamas out there. Wasn't no stank walks out there. Wasn't no dirty flip-flops out there in Houston. They all look like they lawyers, doctors. Your dad is a doctor. Your mom is a chiropractitioner, a nurse practitioner. Talk about it. Anywho, N.O.M.E started off fire.
Yeah.
Packed out building. I want to talk about the security guards. I want to talk about the Houston police.
Yeah.
Though they treated us, they ushered us into secret doors to get to where we had to go through.
Oh my goodness.
When I walked the feds, they made a line.
Yeah.
That Tech 9 let them through. It was amazing. Sold out. The crowd was hyped up from the beginning, and they didn't get tired. They did not get tired. First of all, 10 a.m. is when a line formed. A line formed at 10 a.m. in the morning. They didn't start letting people in until 3:30, 3 p.m. 2:30 p.m. Let me get it right. 2:30, 2:45 p.m. They sat outside for 4 to 5 hours in 100 degrees weather. That is dedication.
Facts.
That is, the line was 3 blocks around the corner. Sold out.
URL, you gotta go back. You have no choice. Houston forced your hand. You gotta go back, and it gotta be a big event too. Yeah. Bring Armageddon back. Bring Armageddon back.
Bring it back.
Bring a car back. Bring something back. Come on, man. Hey.
And let's talk about what we like to call it, the elephant in the room.
Oh, let's get into it.
URL was the #1 trend on Twitter.
Oh.
How can you be the #1 trend on Twitter?
Number 2.
Number 1.
At one point?
Number one at one point.
Okay.
Number one for a lot of people because they go by, you know, what you watch on Twitter.
Yeah.
So it was number one for a lot of hip hop fans.
Yeah.
It was number two United States worldwide.
Okay.
But if you are a hip hop fan and a lot of the content that you go after is hip hop on Twitter, it was number one on everybody's Twitter that are hip hop fans. Okay. But America, as far as America goes, it was number two. The only thing that beat them was soccer.
Yeah. You're not beating soccer. You're not the World Cup. You're not beating that. You're not beating that.
If the World Cup wasn't happening, it would have been number one. United States over Donald Trump's stupid behind.
I saw Goods trending. This is what I saw. Now, just when I glimpsed on it, I clicked it up. I saw Goods, Twerk, Sue Surf, amongst many people. I'm like, yo, this is crazy.
Yeah. And
thousands of tweets. Not 1, 2, not 10, not 100. Thousands of tweets.
And, you know, and I said this, and I talked to BZ, and also I mentioned this to Matt. It's not the fact that you guys are trending number one. It's about why and how. Yeah. It's for battle rap. Not only that, this is not a free event. That means people had to go out and buy the pay-per-view. That's what I mean by support. If it was an event that was on YouTube, a lot of times when things trend number one, it's because you can click the channel on, and you can turn right to it. BET Awards trends number one. If you got cable, you can see it. Yeah. This and that trend, if you can see it. This was a pay-per-view event.
You had to be in the building or a pay-per-view, so that's kind of harder to. Yeah,
it's kind of harder to trend, and for it to trend like that, amazing. I want to salute to a special man. Okay. And I always got to give him his praise. Like I said, when my unborn son, when he gets unborn, he ain't gonna have no ABC books. There'll be a distinguished gentleman book sitting soon as he wakes up, right there in the nursery. I need you to read this book with Avocado's face on.
Ah, the God. Huh?
That stream was crystal clear. I didn't know 10K came out.
It did.
It's 10K.
He got it. He has vibranium in his cameras.
Incredible.
You know how Champion came about? I saw Avocado in the event and shook his hand. And then that magically transferred over and the camera, my quality just jumped up. So if you are a media, if you're a blogger, find a way to shake Avocado's hand. Yes. You two will have a champion of your own. It's that serious. It's that easy. I'm telling you, so do it.
Another person I also want to give his just to is JB. He's the sound man.
Yes.
Crystal clear.
Yes.
And JB also shoots the face-offs. That looks great. He also does the URL ciphers that look great. JB needs his just due as well.
If you go on the list, shout out to P.
Shout out to P. We got to
shout out to KD.
Shout out to KD.
Shout out to Matt.
We got to keep Matt.
Shout out to Matt.
Came in my room and got me ready because everybody was upset.
Come on, Matt.
Running late.
You know what I'm saying?
He saved me 20 minutes.
Okay.
20 minutes. I mean, he gathered everything up because of course I was sluggish, moving around slow. We were up for 42 hours with no sleep.
No sleep.
42 hours, no sleep. The dedication is beyond real.
So it goes into that, into me coming home to edit the John the Don Hollow to the Rex versus Reed face. I got no sleep, bro. Yeah. No sleep.
No days off.
Come on, man.
Working.
Let's get into the battles, though.
Working.
I mean, I'll let you intro this because your intro for the battle was amazing. Talk about crowd control. You had him in the palm. You had Houston? Did you practice that? When did you practice that, Tech? Because you had to practice that. You ain't get on stage and freestyle that, Tech. Come on, what you talking about?
Okay. So
come on, something's up, bro.
You seen me in Summer Madness, right?
Yeah.
You seen what I did in Summer Madness?
Okay.
When they that's why I don't understand. When they throw these events of this magnitude, I am a showman. Yeah. I know what to do.
Okay.
How to get things, how to stir the pot a little bit. So once I seen it was sold out, there's 1,500 people packed in one building. Oh, we're gonna turn this up. Okay. We're gonna have some fun. Yeah. We're gonna talk about it. We in H-Town, right?
Yeah.
We in H-Town, Little Troy, Fat Pack, we there, right? Yeah. We in Houston, right?
Better way.
Huh?
Better way.
Let's start it off right. Wanna be a baller, shot caller, 20-inch blades, only Impala. Caller, getting laid tonight. Swiss roll tight, got sprayed by Ike. I hit the highway, making money the flyway. But it's gotta be a better way. A better way, yeah. Oh no, man, they loved it. Yeah. They sung every word. It was crazy, the energy. Like, you know what? I'm so excited. I'm like, yo, if we go back to Houston, I gotta do that all over again. Cause they were so loud, I want them to be even louder. Like, I want them to be so loud, I want them to crack the camera on the lenses. That's how loud, the eruption that they get. So I'm pretty sure Houston is in the works. You know what I mean? That Houston was so great. It's like you start to play all over again. You know what I mean? Everybody gets on the football huddle and We work it out. And we got to come back. Houston was up when they announced Summer Madness in London.
Yeah.
Houston wasn't going for it.
I'm like, don't announce where it's at. Don't announce the location unless you're going to somehow do audible and say, yo, we coming back here.
Houston,
Don't say where it's at. Don't say where it's at.
Smack set themselves up for that one. I was like, you know they're not gonna have this, right? They're not going.
So I said, I'm like, come on.
I don't care where you. I don't care where. What if it's not in Houston? They're not gonna hear it. They don't want to hear it. You could have said Austin. You could have named any other. You could have named Dallas. They don't care. We're in Houston. Talk about Houston.
Yeah.
But it was phenomenal and the energy was crazy. We started off with a PG. First of all, let me salute to everybody that showed up. Junior Prince was there.
Yeah.
Trey was there. Trey the Truth was there. Adrian Broner was there. Who else was there?
The football player. I forgot who it was.
I forget his name as well. Yeah. But it was a couple celebrities in the building.
Yeah.
Hitman Holler showed up. Holler Don was there. John was there. You know,
Matt Hoffa.
A lot of people showed up. Jazz the rapper. We could go on and on all the battle rappers that were there. But a lot of people showed up. And
A-Ward
was there. So it was great. It was
Chef Trash.
Chef Trash.
I mean, we stop. We got to keep going on.
Keep going. But no, it was great. The event started off with Loso and Scotty. Loso, and this event was free. I mean, this battle was free.
It's on YouTube right
now.
It's on YouTube. So you can watch it.
For everybody to check out Loso's first matchup on URL, and boy, did he deliver.
Shout out to Loso.
Scotty, being from Houston, and being his first bout on URL, and boy, did he deliver.
Yeah.
Great battle. The energy was through the roof for this battle. I thought this was a fire matchup and a great way to start the show off.
I agree with you wholeheartedly, Tech. I thought Scotty brought it. I thought Loso proved that he can hang with the big dogs in a sense. You know, he can be on URL. I'm looking forward. He says he's already booked for his next match. I'm looking forward to it. Dope performance.
It was.
He had moments. You know, people get on stage and they rap and they do good, but he had moments. You know what I mean? So I guess now I can say bars because it's on YouTube. Like you should have watched it already. People, the Who, Mike Jones, and the tipping on floor. He had a whole crowd.
That was crazy.
I mean,
and the way he. That was.
Yeah,
they both had one of those lines, but Loso's was better.
Yeah, Loso was better. And Scotty in the first round praying and said, "You going? Loso, he gonna be knocking on your door." I think Scotty did good. You know, I think
very well.
So we gonna break this down round by round. In a sense? We can.
It doesn't matter if you want to. I mean, you look like you.
Yeah. I get about Loso. You know what I mean? I think Loso could have applied his pressure anywhere. I think he kind of broke us down to third. Maybe it could have been New York. It could have been what's his name? I feel like Scotty. You know, you play to the crowd, you play to where you at, but he did a lot of it. You know what I'm saying? Repping, he put an H jump in the third quarter every 5 seconds. You know what I mean? Yeah. It was good. It was fire, but I think Loso was a tad bit better.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking the second and third maybe. I think I gave Scotty the first round, if I'm not mistaken. But Scotty was fire.
Yeah, I gave it 2-1 Loso. It's funny because I think I kind of thought Scotty might have got the second.
So we got to disagree.
But Scotty was definitely fire in the first.
Yeah.
So we
got mixed up.
Once again,
I saw it in the building. I said, watch it back.
Yeah, once again, you gotta watch those to remember what it was. But I don't think it was a 3-0. Like
I don't know at all.
I'm seeing a lot of 3-0s. I don't think it was a 3-0. I think it was a 2-1. And I think we said prior to this, as far as the Cortez and O'Red, I feel like both of their stocks went up. You know what I mean? It's one of those battles where both of the stocks. I understand that people saying that Scotty's home and da-da-da-da-da. It was a great showing by him, and he will be back on URL. Period. In the discussion, both of these guys will be back on URL. They started the show off. It was dope. It was fire. Both of them brought fire. However you score this battle, it doesn't matter to me. They are both winners coming out of this battle. But I do have this 2-1 Loso.
Yeah, I think in the votes, I put the votes in the comment section of the John the Don versus How the Don video. Loso is in the running for like the top 4 performance of the night. So. It shows you how good Loso did, but I think the next battle was DNA versus JC, aka the champ.
Another fire battle.
Yeah, and DNA wasn't taking the face off, you know what I mean? But this battle was awkward in a good way. It felt like it came down to the third. I love those matches. It's like a heavyweight bout. You know, DNA comes out in the first, landing bomb after bomb.
Incredible.
After bomb. I'm like,
incredible.
I put on Twitter, I said, DNA, before the match even started, like, DNA, I'm going to confiscate that belt. After the first round, I'm like, yo, keep that belt, bro. That's yours. I can't argue with you now. Like, you coming out like that. I'm like, you on that type of time, DNA? Wow. In the first?
Crazy.
I'm like, JC is not beating this.
I know what JC did. JC's very smart. I think he pulled a little bit of round placement.
Round switching?
I think he did. And
I would've too.
And battle rappers, y'all have to learn that.
Yeah.
You have to learn that when you go last, you are in control of. You can kind of control the battle. If somebody comes out with a fire first like that was, and you know your first is crazy, but it may not measure up to that round placement.
You can have that round.
Switcheroo.
If I'm battling Hitman and I see Hitman going off and tagging his brother and doing this and moving around, collecting the bullets, remix, oh, you can have that round.
Yeah, I'll give you my third.
Yeah, you go ahead. You take this.
Here, I'll fit my third in the first.
So JC did that with DNA. That was a smart move. That round, probably top 2 rounds of the night from DNA in the first round.
Yeah.
So he got that clear. Second round from JC. JC fights back. Oh, what am I thinking of the JC second round? I think you were in the second round for DNA. Go ahead, sir. Take it from here. Take it from here. You got some explaining to do.
So you know me and DNA, we joke around a lot. That's my guy, man. You know, we got a good rapport. So you know, you asked me, just ask a couple questions. I'm champion. We wear the suit, whatever. It was good to ask questions, and I asked him questions or whatever. But what I did tell DNA was, and I told him this backstage, I felt like he rushed because, to me, I felt like he was in control of the battle. His first round was so good, and I felt like even with the questions being asked, I couldn't really hear him. Like, I don't know if his mic was messed up or whatever, but I couldn't really hear what he was kind of saying, and I'm on stage, and I really couldn't hear that well. I don't even know if the crowd was able to hear him, but I felt like he should have slowed down some of his responses to the questions. Slow it down a little bit. Let them enjoy it. Let them get it, and then speed it back up. It's an interview. Don't rush the interview. So I felt like that's where that kind of went awkward. I still thought it was great, and I thought it was a great idea by DNA, and I also told him he should have wore a robe. I mean, it's an interview.
He didn't wear a robe.
He didn't wear a robe for the interview. Like, I thought
that was the plan.
Salute the Rain. Rain is like, hello, here's the robe. He's holding the robe, like hoping that DNA is gonna, because he can't literally just here. He can't. That's forcing it. But he's like got the robe in his hand, like, dude, come get the robe. And DNA never got the robe. I'm like, the whole point is for you to have the belt on, put the robe on, put on a hoodie. Yeah. It dresses up the interview. It makes it look more presentable. You know what I mean? You're on stage with just the belt and street clothes on. So I think stuff like that happens when you're caught up in a moment. There's a lot going on. You tend to forget. So,
he asked you last minute, pretty much like.
He asked me last, but I still think it was good. Okay. That was very creative. But I feel like his second round definitely was a beatable round.
He know that. I think he said it in his round too. Yeah. So
stuff was rushed, and and he left the door open. And that's when JC came out.
And had a fire second round. But what I will say about the interview is the way he did it, because he put it on Twitter. Like, I think Charlie Clips interviewed him after the battle, and how he was answering the questions. He should have did it like that. Fire, but it didn't land like that. So the second round, clearly the JC, so it's 1-1. The crowd is holding up the 1-1s like, yo, we letting y'all know. But the entire crowd's like 1-1, what we going to? Then it goes to the third.
Come down to the third.
How you feel about third?
I felt like both of them came clean in the third. I thought this could have easily been a battle of the night had they both had a fire third. I felt like both of them had just okay third rounds. Like, I don't think either one of them, like how JC outclassed DNA in the second, DNA outclassed JC in the first. I don't think either of them outclassed each other in the third. So like I said to DNA and I said to JC, if you're a fan of DNA, you're going to be like, yo, DNA won this battle. Same thing goes for JC. Okay. Fan of JC, you're going to think JC won this battle. To me, I slightly gave it to JC off the first watch. 2-1 JC. That's how I scored it. I feel like DNA kind of dropped the ball.
I think JC got the ball too.
And then that's what I'm saying. A lot of what do you call it? Turnovers. A lot of turnovers going on in this battle, and which makes it a great matchup. But I felt like the third was the door was open for either one of them, and none of them clearly closed that door. So I gave this 2-1 JC in a debatable battle. For the fire matchup, love the matchup.
I think DNA got into his. Well, I can't even say bars about the whole thing, but he got into a scheme where it wasn't landing, but he had to finish it. I think that's where he messed up.
You are JC.
He was playing, breaking it down, and the crowd wasn't having it. But he got towards the end where he said, some madness coming. So, I thought that was fire, but I thought JC had a clear, lane pathway to the layup, and he didn't. No, he didn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
So the battle for the sense is debatable. That's what happens when you don't clearly take out your opponent. You know what I mean? And it's given to you that way. So it's debatable. Again, I said on pay-per-view that I'm leaning towards JC, but don't be fooled if I watch it again and I say DNA won because of these reasons.
And that's the get having a strong first is a gift and a curse, because if you come out crazy and your first is so fire and you don't match that energy in the second and third,
he beat himself.
It seems like
DNA may have beat himself
because you're not going up. Only thing you're doing is or you just stay in that one spot, but you're not never exceeding what you had in the first. And we always talk about riding uphill.
Yeah.
It's like you get a lot of cheers and you can't even halfway get to your first because the crowd is going nuts. And then by the time you get to the second, they're like, where you gave us, the filet mignon and you gave us the best stuff in the first, and now
I think, but DNA was trying to ride uphill because I think DNA before the battle he said my best round is my third round. I'm like, DNA, you don't know that. The people decide that.
I said that, yeah.
And the people decided your first round was your best round, DNA.
Yeah,
you shake my hand though. You never know.
You never know.
Let's get into the next battle. What's the next battle?
Another great match. Suge Twerk.
Suge
versus Twerk, and I thought.
Hold on. That's
everything healthy. Taking singling me out, I'm about to drop another LP. You been coming out your mouthpiece. Up in your bars taking shots, we gon' line you up like Alkies.